All right, guys. Hey, good Thursday morning, everybody. We just hopped on a couple of minutes ago talking about the extended range forecast. Wanted to give you all an update on what we're going to expect for Independence Day tomorrow and 4th of July, and the potential for the first real tropical threat of the season for the southeastern part of the country. I wanted to be sure to highlight that as well. We're live on our Southeast United States page to highlight this. And I know that a lot of folks in the Ohio Valley that follow us here locally traveling this weekend, heading down to the southeast, heading down to Florida. So I want to talk about the threat, latest indications, and then we'll get into the forecast for the local areas tomorrow. Latest indications up to a 60% chance that we see a tropical cyclone form off the southeast coast as we work into this weekend, guys. Right now, looking like the main corridor will be just off the coast of Florida and then out towards the Carolinas. Now, I do think Florida, you have a lot of heavy rainfall potential with this system. If we look at that here real quick, guys, let me pull this up. You can see looking to see several inches of rain across central parts of Florida. And then you can see the heavy corridor rain right now looking to stay just off the southeast coast in the United States. This is something that we'll be monitoring very carefully over the next couple of days. So if you have friends and family in the area, if you are planning to travel down here, I would highly recommend scanning that QR code in the top left to get our updates on the Clarity Home platform, and will also be super beneficial to utilize our new single site radar. So if you all have different radar apps that you utilize right now, whether it be Radar Scope, Radar Omega, there's numerous different ones. We now have that capability within the Clarity platform, no additional cost. And we have a whole lot of additional tools that are coming here real soon to this. I'm super excited about it. Storm tracking tools, timing tools, drawing tools, velocity. We've got a whole lot of additional features coming to our new radar function here on the Clarity platform. So I would love to have you all hop on board. If you're paying for multiple different weather apps, you can get Clarity all in one, our custom forecast, our new radar function here. Again, it's really the only all-in-one weather platform out there at this point, so would highly recommend you checking it out. So, with that being said, I want to get into the forecast a little bit. This is the hour-by-hour forecast here as we go through the rest of the day today into tomorrow for the Indianapolis area, guys. Couple of key things I want to know: a lot of sunshine. All things considered, it's going to be a nice day. However, if we zoom in here, you can see a couple of those little storm icons trying to pop up as we work into tomorrow afternoon. There will be an isolated storm threat across the area tomorrow afternoon. I don't think it's going to be all that widespread, but as I'm sure many of you do, for outdoor plans, any activities going on, all the festivities, whether you're just cooking out in your backyard or you're going somewhere for an event, you need to be on the lookout for the potential pop up storm threat. Lightning, obviously, being a risk, not expecting severe weather, but some quick gusty winds, a downpour of rain, something that you would definitely want to be alerted for. Again, this is where Clarity can come into play and help. We'll be sending out nowcast updates. You can, again, utilize this radar function here to have an idea of where storms are popping up. If you're familiar, you're an enthusiast, if you will, and you're looking for outflow boundaries, this new radar picks up on that very, very well. And so, again, guys, just want to keep you all prepared as we work into tomorrow for this. I'm going to show you first the heat signal. Down here at the bottom, this white line looking to get heat indices up into the low to mid 90s. The wet bulb globe temperature is the yellow line here. It's up to 83, and we're in region 2. So we're approaching the moderate to the high threat territory in terms of heat stress. And so, given a lot of us will be outside all day tomorrow, just want to continue to emphasize hydrate, find ways to keep yourself cool because there will be a moderate to high risk of heat stress tomorrow because of the humidity levels. Taking a look at the heat indices by the middle of the afternoon tomorrow, we're looking at upper 90s across northern Illinois, mid 90s across southern Illinois and into southern Indiana, and then low 90s for much of northern Indiana and into western Ohio. The further north and east you are tomorrow, the better off you'll be in terms of the heat indices. In terms of the pop-up threat, let's highlight this, guys. So this is 1 p.m. tomorrow. I will put the time in the top right to give you an idea. There we go. So you can see 1 p.m. Oops, I accidentally just generated a screenshot. That's a cool feature of Synoptic. If you like to look at weather models, as you can utilize the screenshots. But here we go. So 1 p.m. tomorrow, guys. You can see some activity perhaps from the morning across northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. And then as we get into the middle part of the afternoon, that's when the pop-up threats are going to begin. I would say, especially if you are north of I-70. 20-30% pop-up threat, especially along and north of I-70 as we work into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, this area in here. Again, guys, not looking to be severe, but certainly will want to be monitoring things if you're managing outdoor events or you're just trying to, again, plan your day out in the backyard to celebrate America's freedom. You're going to want to know where these pop-ups are going to be, which again is where Clarity can step in and help as we're sending out notifications. As we continue to go through the forecast here, we'll likely continue this pop-up threat out through about 8 or 9 o'clock, but I do think that by the time we get towards about 10, when fireworks will be going off, should be clearing things out, should be in pretty good shape. If you're south of I-70, I think that your pop-up threat's probably like 10%. Bloomington, Louisville, Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton. If you're in here, this corridor in here, you're probably looking at a 10% pop-up threat. You're in pretty good shape overall for tomorrow. Biggest issue will be those high heat indices. Real quick, guys, again, going back to this just for a moment, tropical depression threat in the southeast part of the country here that we will be monitoring. If we pull this up, I'm going to show you the simulated radar as we work over the next couple of days down to the south for folks that are traveling down to the southeast or are watching from the southeast part of the country. You can see as we go throughout the day to day, already starting to kind of get the initial implications of this threat. Heavy rain working through central and southern parts of Florida, lingering around as we work into tomorrow. You can start to see kind of the spin happen out here tomorrow afternoon, just off the southeast coast for a potential tropical depression development. And so, again, guys, something to keep in mind. Don't think it's going to be a major concern in terms of an intense tropical system or anything like that, but gusty winds, heavy rains, certainly on the table. Real quick, guys, before we go, still keeping an eye on the potential here. Still keeping an eye on the potential for a bigger heat wave threat as we work into middle part of July. And somebody just asked, when is this heat wave supposed to happen? What are the dates? I would say that we start to warm things back up after our 10th to 12th storm system that we're targeting. I would say especially the 15th of the month and beyond is when that's going to be. The core of potential much above normal temperatures will be the 15th and beyond. I would say, especially as we work towards the 17th and the 18th, probably really beginning to heat up. With this particular heat wave, I don't think we're looking at record-breaking high temperatures. To get record-breaking high temperatures, we need to be in the 100s probably. It's what we had at times during 2012. I do think record-breaking warm lows will be possible. It's going to be very humid, so heat indices will likely be very high. The bigger story, rather than high temperatures, are likely going to be the heat indices, the heat stress risk, and the overnight lows, which obviously from an agricultural perspective is also very important. And so we're continuing to highlight this. I don't have any change to this idea right now. Just after the midway point of the month is when I think this begins to pick up. By the way, guys, we're 5, 6, 7 degrees above normal the next 7 days. It's still pretty hot for this time of the year. Not extreme, but overall, I think the next several weeks pattern continues to be hotter than normal as a whole. So, guys, that's kind of a general overview of what to expect over the next couple of days, and especially as we get into your 4th of July holiday. We'll zoom things out, just kind of give you a full United States picture of your 4th of July. You can see, again, some storm activity in the Midwest tomorrow morning, but all things considered, again, aside from maybe some of the pop-up threats, main storm threats will be out in the plains, out in the western plains. And down in Florida with the tropical activity, really should be a good day for much of the eastern US. Again, we'll just need to kind of watch these isolated pop up shower and storm threats tomorrow. And again, if you're an event, you're managing an event, you're just making decisions about weather, I would highly recommend trying out a trial of the Clarity platform, bamwx.com/clarity packages. You can reach out to our meteorologist and consult with us. And if you're just looking for personal weather information, you want some custom insights from a meteorologist that'll be pushed to your phone, and you want to be able to track the heat indices, the local radar, would highly recommend scanning that QR code for the Clarity Home package. It's only $99 a year. We provide way more than any other apps out there between the radar to our own custom forecast updates, our video updates. It's just something that you can't get anywhere else, and we would love it if you would give it a try. So, guys, that's all that I have for right now. Really appreciate you all tuning in and watching. Share this with a friend, like this video, tag a friend, go back and watch it if you're just now joining in, and hope that you all have a happy and a safe 4th of July and holiday weekend.